The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. We'll watch Atlanta in this one as they go up against Boston. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Livingston is out there with Maravich. Then there's Doherty. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Ellison in at the 4 spot. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the 3. Now here's Wiggins. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one. Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Wiggins against Brown. Wiggins in the post. A rebound by the Celtics. And just about a minute into the first quarter.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Pass to Doherty.
A smart player who just really understands positioning. Hard to stop Doherty there on the inside without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the away team.
And so Doherty nails both of them.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
And here's Holiday. It's White on the wing. That one misses. Wiggins with some nice D. Here's Atlanta. Now here's Livingston. Basket counts.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Boston off to a slow start. 6-point game. Here's Holiday. Boston again missing. Richard, so many things about Jrue Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Looking for the first basket of the game. Outside Tatum. And just miss after miss right now. Livingston with it. Tatum on him. Now Livingston. And he banks in the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Jason Tatum.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alteration. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 10. It's White on the wing. Outside Holiday. Boston again missing. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Wiggins passes to Livingston. Over Holiday. Livingston no luck. On offense, here are the Celtics. Knocked away and stolen by Doherty. Livingston with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Now here's Livingston. Defense is right there. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Ellison. Back to Livingston. 5 on the clock. Off target with the jump hook. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Atlanta up by 9. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
On the court for Atlanta, Maravich is out there with Livingston. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Doherty. And it's Ellison in at the 4-man position. Doherty with the bucket.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Atlanta with the rebound.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Doherty with the bucket. Doherty's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Atlanta on D. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Here's Hauser. From down in the low post, it goes. Hauser's got his first points in this one.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Livingston kicks to Wiggins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics on offense. Holiday with the 3. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Gotta respect the range of Holiday if you're the D, showing he can hurt you from that area.
Outside, Maravich. Pass to Livingston. In the hoop for for his fourth field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Atlanta leading by 10. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Livingston, no luck. Poke loose. It's stolen by Livingston. It's Maravich on the wing. Now here's Livingston. He's guarded close. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Livingston's got 4 points this quarter. Livingston's getting it done, shooting over 55%, 5 of 9 shooting from the floor. Outside Tatum. Over Wiggins. Boston, no good that time either. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Here's Livingston. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And no good, trying to use the glass. Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Holiday. Nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston. Pass to Livingston. With 4 seconds on the clock, and he drops that one in. Livingston's got 14. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
They're thinking about the shot.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boston trails by 13. The small and power forward, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Teague against Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 8.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Humphries. Porzingis with the block. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. And that one falls for White. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
The 3 from Tatum. And Jones pulls it down.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it. These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Thompson dishes to Livingston. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Boston trails by 12. White looking around.
Hey, yo, right here. Screen, screen, screen.
Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by White. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
A sensational shooter. Porzingis really is a unicorn.
Here's Humphries, and off the front iron, and in it goes. And Atlanta leads by 12. Humphries has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. White against Jones. White the pass to Holiday. Out to White. There's the triple. Humphries gets the rebound. Atlanta leading by 12. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Back to Thompson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Livingston dishes to Thompson. Jones the pass to Wilkes. And that one is off. Great D that time from Tatum. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
A 3 from Tatum.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Stolen by Holiday. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Brown jams it in.
Showing off his pure athleticism, Brown with a memorable finish.
46 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Livingston. He's got 16. Over Holiday. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Livingston's got 4 this quarter. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. 9-point game. And that one is good.
And how about the burst there of speed from Holiday on the drive, zipping in before the D can rotate.
Now here's Livingston, guarded by Holiday. Livingston with it. No good, shot missing. And so it's Atlanta heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Atlanta leading by 7. On the court for Atlanta, we've got Thompson. Jones is out there with Livingston. Then it's Chris Humphries. And it's Wilkes in at the 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Oh, I absolutely love seeing them use their big men like this. They clearly have trust in them, and so far, look, they've been delivering.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Here's Pritchard. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Atlanta with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Shoots it. Here's Humphries. Lays it up and banks it in. And Atlanta leads by 11.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Humphries has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Lets it go from 14. Atlanta with the rebound. Left side, Jones. Pass to Thompson. Back to Livingston. 5 to shoot.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams making some changes here.
Livingston, 2 shots.
He hits one, then this is the second attempt from the free throw line. Doherty in the post, headed by Porzingis. Doherty in the post, Brown on him. And Tatum over to help. Pass to Livingston. Here's Ellison, back to Livingston. Here's Doherty, and finally they hit one. Doherty's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Tatum down low. Out to White. Porzingis with a screen on Maravich. Back to Tatum. No good again that time.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Ellison. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And when a player scores over half his team's points, you know he's going to be our pick. Even when he's been the exclusive focus of the defense, they just haven't been able to keep him in check. A tremendous individual effort.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Doherty. The shot's good on the assist by Maravich. Maravich has got 3 assists now in this one.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, Jaden Springer at the line for 2 shots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Atlanta with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Here's Ellison, guarded by Horford. Offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And that's an intentional foul.
Pete Maravich, second personal foul, third team foul. At the line.
And the first one drops.
Pritchard at the line for 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Atlanta leading by 14 on the wing. Wiggins. Pass to Livingston. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Count that one.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Mark it, time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
First personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line, Peyton Pritchard. At the line.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line.
I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
Atlanta calls timeout. 50 seconds left in the game.
Well, everyone, let's hear it from them.
Doherty in the post. Pass to Ellison. Now here's Doherty. Not a lot of room. 6 feet out. Tillman grabs the miss. And the Celtics with possession here. Down by 15.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
The fader. Tillman grabs the miss. Knocks it loose. Here's Doherty. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home.